Hello everybody and welcome to live coverage of the 2018 USA South Athletic Conference Softball Tournament. We are bringing you our elimination game this morning live from LaGrange, Georgia at the Shuford Softball Complex. Today's game features the number 2 seed out of the East Division, the Meredith College of Indian Angels, taking on the number 3 seed out of the East Division, the Averett University Cougars.
Batting fifth and playing at the DP position, number 4, Andrea Grant. Batting sixth and playing shortstop, number 1.
Both these teams played yesterday. Averett picked up a win over Piedmont College, then lost to Salem College.
Batting eighth and playing left field, number 9.
Meredith, meanwhile, lost to Covenant in their only game yesterday. So both teams battling for life here.
And in the circle for the Cougars, number 7, Danny Kahn. Batting second in left. The Cougars are coached by Ashley Kyron and assisted by Natalie Rico and Allie Reed. Batting third, your designated player, number 3.
Meredith comes into the game with a 24-14 record overall. Averett 19-21.
Batting fifth at first base, number 34, Hannah Hogan. Batting sixth, number 11. Batting seventh in center field, number 12.
You think that's just the last name? Yeah.
Batting eighth at shortstop, number 15, TK Sauls. And batting ninth in right field, number 6, Haley Hickson. Pitching for the Lions is number 13, Melissa Ekman.
Get these starting lineups for you here in just a second. Starting a little bit early today. Averett will be the home team, as they have not been the home team yet this season, this tournament. Defensively for the Cougars, Danny Kahn getting the start here for Averett. Casey Cook behind the plate. You have Caitlin Ahearn at third base. Mackenzie Collins at shortstop. Ashley Carbajal at second base. Nicole Cawthon over at first. Outfield from left to right, Mallory Griffiths, Essence Pulliam, and Amanda Wright. Andrea Grant is the DP for the Cougars. For Meredith, in their batting order, you have Kelsey Mabe, Haley Irvin, Sarah Watson, Brittany Bunklin, Erin Artigues, Julia Allsbrook, Rachel Peel, Charlie Cox, Erica Osina, and pitching today for Meredith is Taylor Jackson. We are ready to roll here. First pitch in there for a strike to Mabe. Mabe batting .375 on the season and looks at strike 2 on the outside corner. Danny Kahn, the freshman out of California, comes into today's game with a 4-4 record, 2.82 earned run average. In 22 appearances, also had 3 saves. And that pitch just missed the zone, so 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Mabe. And Mabe goes down swinging for out number 1. So Kahn off to a good start for the Cougars. That'll bring up Haley Irvin, the left fielder. Irvin batting .328 coming into the game. Lays down a beautiful bunt, and she will beat it out. Throw very late. So she is aboard with 1 out. That'll bring up Sarah Watson. Third among the Avenging Angels in terms of batting average at .385. Time called. That pitch high and gets away from Casey Cook, and that'll allow Irvin to scamper down to second base on the wild pitch. So runner in scoring position for the Angels. Bunt laid down, play by Ahern. Over to Carbajal, who's covering. And the sack bunt moves the runner to third. So runner at third base with 2 outs for Brittany Buckland. Batting .290 on the year. Buckland 23 runs batted in this season. Senior out of Smithfield, North Carolina. Has a chance here to get her team on top. First pitch in there for a strike. That pitch from Kahn just missed the corner. That'll even count it 1-1. And a big swing and a miss by Buckland. Kahn looks in. Pitch on the way and just missed the inside corner. Kahn was trying to walk toward the dugout. She thought she got the call, but not the case. And Buckland lives to see another pitch. This ball chopped through the right side, and it'll get through, and Meredith takes a 1-0 lead on the RBI single by Buckland. So Aaron Artigues, the DP, coming to the plate. That pitch called strike. Kahn looks in, the windup and the pitch. Gets it past Artigues for strike 2. And a little chopper right back to Kahn. Fields it, throws over to first for the final out. However, Meredith takes a 1-0 lead here in the top of the first inning. We'll go to the bottom half. Caitlin Ahern will lead things off for the Cougars when we come back. Welcome back to the 2018 USA South Athletic Conference Softball Tournament. We go to the bottom of the first inning. Meredith leads Averett 1-0. Kaylin Ahern will lead things off for the Cougars. First pitch misses low and outside for ball one. Ahern, a sophomore, batting .408 to lead the Cougars this season. Had 11 doubles, 21 runs batted in. That pitch misses high, so 2-0 the count. Ahern led off game one for the Cougars yesterday with a solo home run to center field. Also picked up the win in the circle. Takes that pitch, misses outside, so 3-0 the count. And a 4-pitch walk puts Ahern on. Taylor Jackson getting the start today for Meredith. Jackson went 14-7 on the season, including a pair of saves, had a 2.99 earned run average. First pitch to Carbajal misses high. Defensively for Meredith, Rachel Peel behind the plate. Over at third is Brittany Buckland. At short, Kelsey Mabe. At second, Charlie Cox. Pitch low to Carbajal. So 2-0 count. Over at first is Julia Alsbrook, and in the outfield from left to right, Haley Irvin, Sarah Watson, and Erica Osina. That's the defense for the Avenging Angels. Carbajal lays down a bunt over towards third base. Throw in time. Great play there by Buckland to get the ball over to first, and they almost got Ahern rounding second.
Now batting number 23, Amanda Wright.
Well, she was able to get back in time, so Ahern now in scoring position for Amanda Wright. Senior, lone senior on this Averett team, batting .300 on the year. Had 2 home runs yesterday, 1 in each game. Takes strike one. Wright hit what would turn out to be the game-winning home run in the top of the 7th inning against Piedmont in Averett's first game of the tournament here at LaGrange. Gave the Cougars a 3-2 lead, and they held on in the bottom half of the 7th. She also accounted for Averett's lone run with a home run against Salem yesterday, in a game which the Cougars lost 5-1. That last pitch a ball, so 1-2 count here to Wright. The pitch and a big swing, and she'll go down swinging for out number 2. That'll bring up Nicole Coffin, sophomore first baseman.
Now batting number 21, Nicole Coffin.
Coffin batting .272 with 29 runs batted in, which leads the Cougars. And that plunks her. So she will reach on the hit by pitch. And that puts 2 aboard for Andrea Grant. Grant, a USA South East Division second team selection at the DP spot. Batted .257 coming into today. 26 runs batted in. Has some pop in her bat with 4 home runs. Tied for the team high with Ahern. First pitch misses wide of the zone. Jackson with the windup. That pitch in the dirt. Runners on the move. And they will advance. So 2 runners in scoring position for Grant on the wild pitch. Fastball right down Main Street for strike 1. Jackson trying to work out of this jam. She has 2 outs. Jackson pitched in 141 2/3 innings coming into today with 101 strikeouts. Misses the zone there, so 3-1 count here to Grant. Mackenzie Collins would be up next for the Cougars. And Grant fouls that pitch, so that'll run the count full. So a big pitch coming up for Jackson. And this ball hit out to deep left field. That could be trouble. And bounces up against the fence. That'll score 2 for the Cougars. And Grant has given Averett a 2-1 lead with a 2-run double to left center field.
Now batting for the Cougars, number 1, Mackenzie Collins.
So Averett, after giving up a run, comes back and gets 2. And Grant at second base in scoring position for Mackenzie Collins, freshman out of Delaware. Batting .256 on the year. Trying to keep this inning going for the Cougars. Meanwhile, Meredith just trying to limit the damage. That pitch across for a strike, so that'll make it 1-1. And a big swing there by Collins, just swung underneath it. Starting a little bit early today. Some fans still making their way into the complex. Trying to get all these games in as much as possible. They are adding a move tomorrow's losers bracket final up to this afternoon because rain possibly in the forecast as that pitch misses high. So 3-2 the count here to Collins. So after today, all that should be left are the final 2 teams that will play for a championship scheduled for tomorrow. And that pitch inside, so Collins patiently draws a walk, and the inning extends for Averett.
Now batting for Averett, number 17, Casey Cook.
And time called. Assistant coach Adam Renzi will make his way out to the circle and talk things over with Jackson. Meredith, number 2 seed in the East Division, advanced by winning their 3-game series last weekend. Opened with a series at Ferrum and swept them in 2 games. Won 3-0 and 2-0. And played Covenant yesterday and fell 2-0, which put them in the losers bracket. Averett, meanwhile, swept Greensboro in their best-of-3 series. Cougars won 8-1 and beat North Carolina Wesleyan in their series, beat them 3-1 and 15-7. And since then, Averett played a non-conference series with Greensboro, which they swept, before coming in down to LaGrange, where they played LaGrange and Salem, or played Piedmont and Salem yesterday. Ready to go, and that pitch fouled out of play by Casey Cook. Cook, the sophomore catcher, batting .235, takes a off-speed pitch right down the middle. Beautiful pitch by Jackson. So Cook in an 0-2 hole. Ball hit out into right field. Tough play, but it's going to be made out and right by Osina for the final out, but not before Averett gets 2 runs. They take a 2-1 lead into the second inning when we come back. Welcome back to the 2018 USA South Athletic Conference Softball Tournament. We go to the top of the first inning. Julia Allsbrook coming to the plate for Meredith. First pitch lined right at Nicole Cawthon at first base for out number 1. Cawthon didn't have much time to
Now batting number 30, Rachel Peel.
really think about that one. Just had to react, and she was able to snag it right out of the air for out number 1. So that'll bring up Rachel Peel. First pitch just missed the inside corner. Peel bat 280 coming into today's game. Junior out of Rougemont, North Carolina. And looks at strike there.
Now
1-1 pitch, chopped over to Ahearn at third base, throw across the diamond in time. And the 5-3 putout makes it 2 outs for the Avenging Angels. And that'll bring up the second baseman, Charlie Cox. Cox batting .220. And a foul ball over toward third base. Cox, a junior out of Princeton, North Carolina. Kahn with the pitch, misses inside, a little bit low. And a little chopper out to short. Mackenzie Collins fields high throw, but Cawthon able to reel it in. And that'll be it for Meredith as they go 1-2-3 in the top of the second inning. Averett comes to the plate with a 2-1 lead when we come back. Welcome back. We go to the bottom of the second inning. Averett leads Meredith 2-1 here in LaGrange, Georgia. Mallory Griffiths will lead things off for Averett.
Now batting for Piedmont, number 6, Haley Hickson.
First pitch from Jackson. Griffiths shows bunt, pops it up, but foul up against the net for strike one. Meredith wearing their all-black jerseys with maroon lettering. Averett in their navy jerseys, and looks like they're going to say Griffiths was out of the box. So that'll be the first out. Pitch low. So Pulliam at the plate for her first appearance of the day. That's a 2-0 count. The center fielder batting in the number 9 spot for the Cougars. And looks at strike one. Pulliam batting .208 on the year. And swings and tries to lift this one down the line in right field. However, it hooks foul. That pitch misses wide of the zone, so that'll run the count full. So payoff pitch coming from Jackson. And a swing and a miss by Pulliam for out number 2. So 2 outs now, and that'll bring up Caitlin Ahern.
Number 16, Caitlin Ahern.
And first pitch fouled off over toward the Averett dugout.
Now batting for Piedmont, number 2, Marianne Kennison.
Ahern walked in her first plate appearance. Fouls that one. Now we get out of play as well. She walked and eventually scored Averett's first run on the 2-run double by Andrea Grant in the bottom of the first inning. Lays off that pitch from Jackson. Another pitch outside. That'll even the count. Taylor Jackson, the senior out of Hope Mills, North Carolina. Can't find the zone there, so full count now to Ahern. This ball laced through the right side, up the middle.
Now batting for Piedmont, number 3, Josie Coker.
Now batting number 8, Ashley Carbajal.
So Ahern aboard here with 2 outs, and that'll bring up Ashley Carbajal. Had the sack bunt in her first at bat. Freshman out of Hacienda Heights, California, batting .322 on the season. Named to the USA South East Division second team at second base. Looks at strike one on the changeup from Jackson. Nice fastball on the outside part of the plate from Jackson. Carball not swinging, so 0-2 is the count. And they'll throw down to first, but Aaron back. Pitch was a ball. Changeup misses the zone. That'll even the count at 2-2 here to Carball. And the pitch misses high. Carball was in an 0-2 hole, now is battled back, and we got a full count. And this ball laced down the line, but foul. Just to the left of the third base bag. Payoff pitch popped up. That'll stay in play, it looks like. And caught by the catcher Peel for the third out. So that'll be it for Averett. They'll strand one on one hit. We go to the top of the third inning. When we come back, Averett leads Meredith 2-1. Welcome back. We go to the top of the third inning. Drew Wilson here on the call as we bring you the 2018 USA South Athletic Conference Softball Tournament live from LaGrange, Georgia. Averett leads Meredith 2-1, but Meredith trying to get something going, and they are going to get a leadoff triple. Actually, they're going to say double. Erica Osina crushed one down the left field line, and I think it rolled through the temporary fence, so she's going to be held up at a double, even though it looked like she might have had a triple had it stayed in play. So Meredith striking quickly here, and they will drop down a bunt, and it will be foul as Mabe just pushed it a little bit foul. Looked like it hit a chunk of dirt and took a left-hand turn. So Mabe, the leadoff hitter in the lineup, trying to get down the bunt. That pitch a little high, so she pulled the bunt back. Makes it 1-1. Trying to move that, what would be the tie and run, over to third base with the heart of the order coming up. That pitch a little wide as well. Osina had a huge lead off of second base. Casey Cook walked a little bit closer to her to make sure she didn't break. Forced her to go back. That pitch misses as well. So 3-1 the count.
Number 25, Shade S.
After Mabe, you have Irvin and Watson due up in the lineup for the Avenging Angels. That pitch catches the outside corner, so full count now to Mabe. Have to see if Meredith keeps the bunt on. I would imagine maybe Mabe swings away here with a .372 batting average. Showed bunt, but ball low and outside, so that'll put her aboard. And that gives 2 runners and nobody out for Haley Irvin. Irvin, the senior out of Connolly Springs, North Carolina. Shows the bunt, drops it down, gets through the legs of Cawthon. And now the bases will be loaded. Time is called. So it will be an error on Nicole Cawthon, but does go down as a sac bunt, so it doesn't hurt Irvin. She got the job done. So bases loaded here for Sarah Watson. Fouls the first pitch off. Watson batting .385. She had a sac bunt in her first at bat of the day. And a big swing on the pitch away from her. So she's in an 0-2 hole here. And another swing and a miss, so she'll go down with a strikeout. Second strikeout of the day for Danny Kahn.
Now batting number 1, Brittany Buckland.
And that'll put the first out on the board. So Meredith, still plenty of time to make something happen here with 2 outs to play with. This ball hit over to Ahearn. She'll fire home for 1. They'll get the lead runner and keep the run off the board. So now 2 outs, and it's up to Aaron Artigues. Pitch on the inside corner, just missed. If Kahn could pitch out of this jam, that would be huge for Averett. And fouled off by Artigues. Artigues, senior out of Charleston, South Carolina. Has 4 home runs, 24 runs batted in this season coming into today's game. Takes a strike. 1-2 the count here to Artigues. She grounded out back to Kahn in her first plate appearance. Back in the first inning. Pitch low, so that'll even the count at 2-2. Pitch misses inside, so full count now. Runners will be on the move with 2 outs, full count, bases loaded. And this is going to be a huge pitch here. And fouled back. So Artigues still alive. Payoff pitch. Misses low, and a bases loaded walk will tie the game.
Now batting for Government, number 10, Chase Manning.
So Julia Allsbrook comes to the plate. Bases still loaded, 2 outs. And a big swing and miss on the inside fastball. And grounder out to Ahern. She'll take the easy out at third. Smart play by the sophomore, and Averett gets out of the jam with only allowing 1 run. But Meredith able to tie it up. We're tied 2-2. We'll go to the bottom of the 3rd inning when we come back here from the USA South Athletic Conference Softball Tournament. Welcome back to the 2018 USA South Athletic Conference Softball Tournament. Averett and Meredith tied 2-2 as we go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Amanda Wright will lead things off for Averett. Senior struck out in her first at bat. Pitch from Jackson, fouled out of play to the left side. Jackson looks in, the windup and the pitch misses outside. Winner of this game stays alive in the tournament. The loser goes home. And that pitch low. 2 balls, 1 strike to Amanda Wright. And Wright fouls that one down the 3rd baseline. Just missed getting it over the bag. Two the count to Wright. That pitch low and away. Wright had 2 of Averett's 4 hits in the loss to Salem. Had a home run and a single. Stays alive, fouls that one back to the backstop. Full count still. And the pitch popped up out into center field. Wind giving a little trouble to Sarah Watson, but she's able to reel it in for the first out. That'll bring up Nicole Cawthon. Cawthon batting .272. She was hit by a pitch. And her first at bat. Later came around to score. Averett's second run. Jackson's pitch misses high, so 2-0 the count. Fastball in there, right at belt high. That pitch misses low, so 3-1 now the count to Cawthon. Cawthon with a big swing, fouls that out of play to the left side. Jackson battling back to get a full count. Payoff pitch, and a little nubber right back to the pitcher, Jackson. And Cawthon's going to beat it out for a single. Cawthon just got a piece of that one and put a really wicked spin on the ball. Tough play for Jackson to come out of the circle and make. She kind of bobbled it, but by then Cawthon was already down the line. So Andrea Grant at the plate, looks at strike one. Grant had the 2 RBI double to put Averett on the board back in the first inning. That pitch a little bit outside, so 1-1 the count. Change up, misses high. Grant, the junior out of Thomasville, North Carolina. And the pitch hits the inside corner. This ball popped up. Allsbrook coming in to make the catch.
Now batting number 1, Mackenzie Collins.
And that'll be 2 outs for Mackenzie Collins. First pitch to Collins in there for a strike. Cawthon still at first base, but 2 outs. Throw it back down to first, but Cawthon back behind. Good idea by the catcher, Rachel Peel, and a good throw. Pitch was a called strike. Collins way out in front of that one, fouls it out of play to the left side. Jackson trying to paint the outside corner, just missed. 1-2 the count to Mackenzie Collins. That pitch bounced up to the plate. Good job by Appeal to keep it in front of her. Cawthon really didn't think about going to second. 2-2 pitch. Collins pops that one out of play. Collins stays alive, pokes that one out to the right side. Collins able to get a hold of that one, just gets it over the net, out of play. So, huge battle here going between Jackson and Collins. So far an 8-pitch at bat. Umpire was running out of game balls. And the pitch, Collins once again fouls it out of play. Still 2-2 the count. And once again, Collins fouls it off. That was pitch number 10 to Mackenzie Collins. Freshman doing battle with the senior, Jackson. That pitch bounced to the plate. So full count now to Collins. After Collins, it would be Casey Cook, who's on the on-deck circle for Averett. Payoff pitch, fouled out of play again over our heads in the press box. Three-two pitch. Collins pops that one up. It might stay in play, but it just gets over the net. And the battle continues. Jackson trying to pull out all the tricks here against Collins. And the patience pays off for Collins as she will earn the walk.
Now batting number 17, Casey Cook.
And that'll bring Casey Cook. Cook looks at strike one right down Main Street. Cook flew out to right field to end the bottom of the first inning. Fastball misses the inside part of the plate, so 1-1. And Cook turns on that one, hits it into the adjacent field. So 1-2 the count to the Averett catcher. Changeup misses high. Jackson trying to work out of this situation. And Cook fouls that one out of play. Two-two pitch, and Cook lines this one out to second base, but a great play by Charlie Cox on the line drive for the third out. So the Cougars get two aboard, but Meredith pitches out of the jam, and they'll get a chance to come to the plate when we come back in the top of the fourth inning. You're watching the 2018 USA South Softball Tournament. We go to the top of the fourth inning. Rachel Peel will lead things off for Meredith. Peel grounded out to third base in her first appearance of the day. Lifts this one into left center field. Mallory Griffiths over to make the catch in the gap for out number one.
Now batting number 15, Charlie Cox.
That'll bring up Charlie Cox. Cox grounded out to shortstop. So she's 0 for 1 today. Laces that one foul down the third baseline. Cox batting .214 on the season. After Cox, you go to Erica Osina and then back to the top of the lineup for the Avenging Angels. Kahn's pitch misses outside, so 1-1 to count. This ball crushed up the middle. That'll drop in. So Cox aboard with a single and 1 out.
Now batting number 14, Erica Osina.
Erica Osina now at the plate. She had a double down the left field line to lead off the third inning. Got things going for the Avenging Angels. Shows bunt. And they're going to say it was a strike. Not sure if it was a called strike or they said she went around, but looked like it might have caught the corner of the plate. Cougars expecting bunt here. Ahern playing in. Little slap shot though, foul. And now Lucina down in an 0-2 hole. Pitch from Kahn, and a little dribbler down the first baseline. And good play by Coffin to grab the ball and make the tag as Osino was running by. Will allow Cox to get over to second base.
Now batting number 32, Kelsey Mabe.
So the top of the lineup here for Meredith. Still runner at second base, 2 outs. Kelsey Mabe. A little chopper over to Ahern. Quick throw over to first and gets the speedy Mabe just in time for the 3rd out. So Meredith gets a single but leaves the runner stranded at second. And we go to the bottom of the 3rd inning, still tied 2-2 here at LaGrange, Georgia at the Shuford Softball Complex. Welcome back to the 2018 USA South Softball Tournament. Averett and Meredith doing battle here live in LaGrange, Georgia. Score tied 2-2 as we go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Mallory Griffiths will lead things off for Averett. And fouled into the catcher's glove. Griffiths called out at first plate appearance out of the box. Fouls that one back to the net, so she's in an 0-2 hole as Jackson coming at her fast. And strike 3 called as Griffiths goes down looking for out number 1.
Batting number 20, Essence Pulliam.
That'll bring up Essence Pulliam. Pulliam struck out in her only plate appearance so far today. Pitch from Jackson, little pop up to Allsbrook, who comes in and makes the play. Had her played perfectly. So with 2 outs, that'll bring up Caitlin Aaron. First pitch in there for a strike to Ahern. Ball rolled up to the plate. One the count to Ahern here with 2 outs. Missed the zone, so 2-1 the count here. And pops this one up in the infield. And easy catch over there by Kelsey May for the 3rd out. So the Cougars go 1-2-3 in the bottom of the 4th inning. We're still tied 2-2 as we head to the 5th when we come back. We go to the top of the 5th inning. Tied up 2-2 here between Averett and Meredith. Haley Irvin will lead off the top of the 5th inning. Shows bunt. Pitch outside though. Irvin reached on a fielding error. Her last at bat. Offered at it. And missed it, so called strike. One the count. Irvin trying to slap that one the other way and pushed it foul. And that pitch just missed the inside corner. It'll be Irvin, Watson, Buckland here for the Avenging Angels. Irvin stays alive, fouls that one over toward the Averett dugout. Winner of this game goes on to face the winner of Piedmont Covenant, which is going on the adjacent field. That one fouled back to the backstop by Irvin. Currently Piedmont winning that game, I believe 4-0 over Covenant. They would play at 2 p.m. this afternoon. This one hit over to Ahearn. Goes to her knee to grab it and makes the throw over to first. Another solid defensive play for the 3rd baseman. So Sarah Watson now coming to the plate.
Now batting, number 9, Sarah Watson.
Watson 0 for 1. Pitch misses, low and away. That pitch catches the outside part of the plate. So 1-1 the count here to Watson. Batting .382. And that one fouled back. So 1-2 the count. Watson with 47 hits on the season. That led the Avenging Angels. and stays alive. Fouls that one down over toward the third base dugout. Watson had 7 runs batted in, had 4 doubles. Also 29 runs scored, which led the Meredith team. 1-2 pitch. Little dribbler over to Aaron, and once again she'll fire over for the out. So 2 outs now, and that'll bring up Brittany Buckland. Buckland 1 for 2 with a run batted in. Hitting .294. That pitch in the dirt. Inside pitch fouled over toward third base. And Buckland fouls that one out of play to the left side. So 1-2 the count. Beautiful day for softball here at the Shuford Softball Complex. Wind not too bad. Temperature is just right. And the sun is out. 1-2 pitch. Fouled away. Buckland stays alive. We've been enjoying wonderful weather here yesterday and today. Unfortunately, rain in the forecast coming in overnight could affect tomorrow's game action.
Now batting for Piedmont, number 15, TK Salt.
Cons pitch in the dirt for ball 2. Be sure to follow usasouth.net for any updates if there are any changes. Buckland fouls that one away as well. Championship Series scheduled for tomorrow, starting at 2 p.m. with the if necessary game to follow immediately after. Two-two pitch. This ball hammered way foul. That pitch just missed outside, maybe a little bit high. So full count now as Buckland works the count. Being very patient, fighting off the pitches she can't hit or do anything with. Another close pitch inside, fouls it away. They'll do it again. Payoff pitch coming from Kahn. Once again, Buckland fouls it off. Starting to mirror the at-bat earlier by Averett's Mackenzie Collins. Foul ball, foul ball, foul ball. Eventually worked into a walk. Buckland trying to do the same just to get on base. 3-2 pitch again. This one hit out into shallow center field. That'll drop in for a single. And Buckland is aboard here with 2 outs. Great job by Buckland to keep that at-bat going. And eventually pays off for her with the single. So she's aboard for Aaron Artigues. Artigues 0 for 1 today. Did drive in a run. And the bases loaded walk. Last pitch of ball, so 2-0 the count here to Artigues. And Kahn finds the zone there with a strike. Kahn trying to find the inside corner, just missed. So 3-1 now the count to Artigues. After Artigues, it'd be Julia Alsbrook due up. Kahn paints the outside corner for strike 2, so that'll make the count full. And strike 3 looking as Artigues goes down. Good job by Kahn to get out of that jam. And the Cougars and Avenging Angels still tied 2-2. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th inning when we come back. Averett coming to the plate with Ashley Carbajal hitting first. Welcome back. You're watching the 2018 USA South Softball Championship.
Ashley Carbajal.
This is a elimination game between Averett and Meredith. We are tied 2-2 going to the bottom of the 5th inning. Averett at the plate, starting with Ashley Carbajal. Batting .319. Pitch misses high from Jackson. Jackson pitching a solid game. 4 innings pitched, only 3 hits. Did allow 2 runs, but both of those back in the 1st inning. Since then, she's done a great job limiting the Averett offense. And gets Carbajal swinging underneath it there. So 1-1 the count. Jackson with 3 strikeouts, does have 3 walks, and again 3 hits allowed. And Carbajal sends this one over to short. Tough play, but a good play by Kelsey Mabe for the out. That'll bring up Amanda Wright.
Now batting number 23, Amanda Wright.
Right, 0 for 2. First pitch low to Wright. And this one laced over Mabe's head, and it'll drop in for a single. So Amanda Wright aboard here with 1 out.
Now batting number 21, Nicole Kaufman.
So Nicole Cawthon at the plate. Cawthon 1 for 1 with a run scored. Pitch in there for a strike to Cawthon. Jackson's pitch misses outside. Cawthon fouls that one over toward the Meredith dugout on the first base side. One and two the count here to Cawthon. Pitch from Jackson on the way, and swing and a miss by Cawthon. She'll go down for out number 2. So that'll bring up Andrea Grant here with 2 outs. Grant 1 for 2. Had the 2 RBI double back in the first inning. Strike called. And Grant fouls that one out of play. Throw down to first base. Right back. One-two pitch. Grant fouls that one out of play. One-two pitch. That one missed a little high. Two-two pitch to Grant, and stays alive, fouls that one back to the backstop. Both of these teams tied 2-2. Somebody trying. Just want to get at least one more run. But obviously you want to get more. And Grant stays alive. Just got a piece of that last pitch. Two-two pitch again, and Grant crushes this one into deep left field. It's going back, and it's a home run by Andrea Grant. And she has given the Cougars a 4-2 lead. Here with a home run to left field. So Andrea Grant accounting for all 4 runs here. And she is now giving the Cougars a 2-run lead in the bottom of the 5th inning. Mackenzie Collins now at the plate, looks at strike 1. And Collins just gets a piece of that one, fouls it back.
Pitch hitting for the Scots is number 16, Kirsten Amundsen.
0-2 pitch, misses high. One-two pitch. Jackson's pitch low and away. That'll even the count. That one clips Mackenzie Collins on the ankle, and she'll be awarded first base on the hit by pitch.
Now batting for the Cougars, number 17, Casey Cook.
So 2 outs. That'll bring up Casey Cook. Pitch in there for a strike. Pitch low and inside, so that'll even the count of 1-1. Cook batting .230. Not a foul ball. It was a missed swing by Cook, and that allows Collins to get down to second base. One and two, the count to Cook. And she's caught looking for out number 3. So Meredith gets out of further trouble, but they give up a 2-run home run to Andrea Grant, and the Cougars have a 4-2 lead through 5 innings. Welcome back to the 2018 USA South Softball Tournament. We are in our elimination game here between Meredith and Averett. Averett just took a 4-2 lead with Andrea Grant's 2-run home run in the bottom of the 5th inning. We go to the top of the 6th. Julia Alsbrook will lead things off for Meredith as they try to battle back here. First pitch fouled away by Alsbrook. Alsbrook batting .306 on the year. Pitch misses inside. It'll be Alsbrook, Peel, and Cox due up in this frame for Meredith. Pitch from Kahn, hit out into center field. It's going to drop in left center for a base hit. So Alsbrook aboard here to lead things off in the top of the 6th inning.
Now batting for the Raging Angels, number 30, Rachel Peel.
So Alsbrook with the single to right center brings up Rachel Peel. Peel batting .269. She's 0 for 2 today. Crushes that one, but just foul. She turned on that one pretty solid, just hooked a little bit foul over toward third base. That pitch low and away. Allsbrook over at first. Has 2 steals, 2 for 2 on steals this season. This one hit through the left side. That'll get through and put 2 aboard here for the Angels.
Now batting for Meredith, number 15, Charlie Cox.
So 2 aboard here for Charlie Cox. Nobody out. Bunt attempt, but fouled into the box off of her foot for strike 1. Cox trying to lay down the bunch yet. Is 1 for 2 today. And we may have a substitution here. Maybe a pinch runner. We'll see. And it looks like number 4, Madison Hamilton, will grab a helmet and run for Rachel Peel. So the Avenging Angels putting a little speed on the base pass with the runner at first base. That is the tying run. And a bunt. Kahn can't field it. That was going to be a tough play either way. It's going to be a bunt single. So bases loaded, nobody out for Erica Osina. And fouls that one back to the net. Nobody out here. Meredith threatening, bases loaded, nobody out. And after Osina, it's back to the top of the lineup. Pitch misses wide, so 1-1 the count. Anything through, I would imagine they would send Hamilton from second base. And this one poked out into left field. That's going to score 1. They're going to send the runner, and it will be 2. And we have a tie ball game. Runners advance on the throw, as Osina comes through with a 2-run single. So we are all tied up here, and Meredith not done.
Now batting for Piedmont, number 3, Josie Cougar.
Averett head coach Ashley Pyron going to make a pitching change. We'll take a break. We'll let you know what the changes are in just a minute. And changes for the Cougars. Caitlin Ahern will now come in to pitch. Trying to get the Cougars out of this jam as Meredith has tied the game. So Ahern moves from third to the circle. Andrea Grant moves from the DP spot to third base, and that means Danny Kahn will go into the DP spot. Kelsey Mabe at the plate, shows bunt. Vinci Angels thinking about maybe a safety squeeze here. That pitch was low for ball 1. And pitch in the dirt. That'll score the go-ahead run for Meredith. And they take a 5-4 lead here in the top of the 6th inning. And a strike there to Mabe. Still nobody out. Osina at third base. Little chopper up the middle. That'll score a run. And it'll be a single as Mabe beats it out. And make it 6-4 in favor of Meredith.
Now batting number 22, Haley Irvin.
Meredith 4 runs already this inning. Still nobody out. Haley Irvin shows bunt, fouls it back. Nearly a miraculous catch there by Casey Cook, the catcher. Just out of her reach. Vengeance Angels trying to advance Mabe to second base. That ball bunted, but stays in the batter's box. So 0-2 count. Irvin 1 for 2 today with a run scored. O2 pitch from, and pitch was low. Runner stealing on the play, and she's safe. For Mabe, that's her 12th steal of the season. She is 12 for 13 on the year in her stolen base attempts. Ranked second on the Avenging Angels roster. Little half swing. Fouled over to the left side by Irvin as she stays alive. One-two pitch, and they get Irvin swinging for the first out.
Now batting number 9, Sarah Watson.
So 1 out, 1 on for Sarah Watson, who's 0 for 2 today. Swing and a miss. And another swing and a miss for Watson. This one hit out to Grant, throw over to first in time for out number 2, but it will move Mabe over to third on the play.
Now batting number 1, Brittany Buckland.
So 2 outs and Buckland at the plate. First pitch in there for a strike. Ball hit up, and Grant over in foul territory. She makes the catch for the third out, but not before Meredith comes storming back with 4 runs in the top of the 6th inning. They overtake the Cougars and have a 6-4 lead here in this elimination game. We will come back with the bottom of the 6th inning. Averett coming to the plate. Welcome back to the 2018 USA South Softball Tournament. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Meredith leads Averett 6-4 in this elimination game. Pitch hitter for the Cougars to lead off the inning. It'll be Bree Murphy grabbing a bat for Mallory Griffiths. First pitch from Jackson misses high. Murphy looks at a strike on the inside corner, so 1-1 the count. Murphy just gets a piece of that one, fouls it. Meredith had 4 runs on 5 hits last half inning. Half of their hits coming in that frame. Pitch to Murphy, and she goes down swinging. That'll bring up Essence Pulliam. Pitch in there for a strike. Averett down to essentially their last 5 outs.
Change, pitch hitting for opponents, number 20, Cass Andrews.
Jackson's pitch misses inside.
Thank you.
And that one across as well for a strike. So 1-2 the count here to Pulliam. If you take Andrea Grant out of the lineup, Jackson has had a solid day. As Pulliam pops that one up into shallow left field, the shortstop, Kelsey Mabe, makes the catch out in the grass. Almost ran into her left fielder, Haley Irvin, but no collision, and she's able to make the catch. That'll bring up Kaylin Ahern as Cougars get to the top of the lineup. Fastball misses low and away. That pitch misses away, so 2-0 the count to Ahern. It was 1 for 2 today with a run scored. That pitch misses the zone as well, so 3-0 the count. That one right down the middle. And Ahern taking it all the way. And Ahern will draw the walk here with 2 outs. That'll bring up Ashley Carbajal.
Now batting for the Cougars, number 8, Ashley Carbajal.
Taylor Jackson, a second-team East Division pitcher in the All-Conference Awards. Ball popped up out of play. Jackson trying to pitch her team to victory here and keep them going in the tournament. Winner would play the winner of the Piedmont Covenant game later today at 2 p.m. 0-1 pitch, misses high. Throw down to first base. Ahearn reaches back and touches the bag in time. Pitch was a ball. And home plate umpire making some sort of note. Not sure what that's about. Looks like we're ready to resume play. 2-1 pitch. Ball popped up in the infield. Called by the third baseman, Brittany Buckland, and she makes the catch for the third out. So Cougars get a runner board, but can't do anything with it. And we will go to the 7th inning. Meredith leads Averett 6-4. Welcome back. We go to the top of the 7th inning. Meredith leads Averett 6-4 in this elimination game. Vision Angels looking to tack on a few more insurance runs here, as Averett, being the home team, gets the last at bat. Aaron Artigues at the plate, senior. Looks at strike one. That pitch misses the zone, so 1-1 the count. Winner of this game advances in the tournament. Loser has their tournament run come to an end. The winner would play the winner of the Piedmont Covenant game, which is going on the adjacent field. Piedmont currently winning that game 4-3. Last pitch a ball, so 2-1 the count to Artigues. That pitched low, so 3 balls, 1 strike. And Artigues will draw the leadoff walk. That'll bring up Julia Alsbrook. Looks like we will have time call, maybe a switch, as Kim Scavone talking to the umpire, and we will have a pinch runner, number 11, Alyssa Drake.
Pinch running for Meredith, number 11, Alyssa Drake.
She will come on for Artigues.
And now batting number 16, Julia Alsbrook.
So Alsbrook 1 for 3 today with a run scored. Chance to help her team out even more. Shows bunt, fouls it right back into Casey Cook's mitt. Owen pitch, bunt on again. This one foul. Nicole Coffin hustling down the line, nearly got to it. But 0-2 the count to Allsbrook. And they get her go down swinging for out number 1.
Now batting number 30, Rachel Peel.
That'll bring up Rachel Peel. Peel 1 for 3. Pitch low from Ahern. Ball hit. Foul. Another foul ball came in from the adjacent field. Almost took out a few fans. And a called strike. 1-2 the count here to Peel. Aaron's pitch blowing away, so 2-2 the count here to Peel. After Peel, be Charlie Cox due up next. Fouled out of play. Pitch misses the zone, so full count now to Peel. Ball popped up into left field. Fades over toward left center. Essence Pulliam there to make the catch for the out.
Now batting number 15, Charlie Cox.
So 2 away now for Charlie Cox. Cox 2 for 3 with a run scored today. And ball fouled off the backstop. Pitch misses high from Ahern, so 1-1 the count here to Cox.
Only the runner on second would have been earned. The second will have been unearned. Don't you love that? It won't fit.
Pitch misses the zone. 2-1 the count. And ball fouled back to the net as Cox just missed that one. Was on it, but a little bit underneath it with her swing. So 2-2 the count. This ball hit out to left field. Foul territory. Mallory Griffiths makes the catch for the third out. So the Cougars down by 2, coming to their last at bat. We will see what happens when we come back. Welcome back to the 2018 USA South Athletic Conference Softball Tournament. Elimination game between Meredith and Averett. Meredith with the upper hand, 6-4 here as we go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Averett down to their last 3 outs. It'll be Amanda Wright, Nicole Cawthon, Andrea Grant due up for the Cougars. Taylor Jackson trying to finish off Averett. First pitch to Wright, fouled out of play. Wright 1 for 3 on the afternoon. Pitch from Jackson, big swing and a miss by Wright for strike 2. The 0-2 pitch misses outside, trying to get Wright to chase. So 1-2 count here, Wright. Jackson with the pitch. Ball fouled out of play as Wright stays alive. Still 1-2. That pitch just missed the outside corner. Good frame job by Peel, but just a tad bit outside, according to the home plate umpire. So that evens the count at 2-2. Wright hits this one up the middle. It's going to get through, and Wright's aboard with a leadoff single here for the Cougars in the bottom of the 7th inning.
Now batting for the Cougars, number 21, Nicole Cawthon.
Pinch hitting for the Lions, number 7, Madison Garrett.
So Nicole Cawthon at the plate. It looks like we're going to have a pinch runner coming in for Wright. And will be the freshman Shelby Kuzi.
Pinch running for the Cougars, number 12, Shelby Kuzi.
So Kuzi at first base, and Nicole Cawthon at the plate. Clouds coming over the field here. First pitch missed outside. Wind picking up as well, blowing from right to left. That pitch catches the corner, and Cawthon caught looking for strike 1. That pitch misses outside. 2-1 the count. Next up would be Andrea Grant, who's 2 for 3 today with 4 runs batted in. It's accounted for driving in all the runs today for Averett. Pitch outside. 3-1 now to Cawthon. Three-one pitch in the dirt, and Cawthon will draw the walk. And now 2 aboard, nobody out for Andrea Grant. So big at bat coming for the Cougars, and a big spot in the game for Meredith.
Now batting for the Cougars, number 4, Andrea Grant.
So Grant at the plate.
Now batting for the Peavons, number 2, Marianne Henson.
And a big swing and a miss by Grant for strike 1. Jackson with a good pitch away. Grant fouls that one out, and she's quickly in an 0-2 hole.
Oh, got him on the shoulder. Oh.
So 0-2 pitch coming from Jackson. Fouled back as Grant stays alive. Grant laces this one, but goes foul out of play to the left side. Grant hits that one to third. They'll make one play over to first, and it'll be a double play. Unfortunate for the Cougars, but a great play by the third baseman, Buckland.
Now back to the Cougars, number 1, Mackenzie Collins.
So Cawthon at second base with 2 outs here for Mackenzie Collins. And the Vision Angels 1 out away from advancing in the tournament. First pitch high to Collins. And that plunks Collins right in the back of the helmet. So she will reach. And Casey Cook coming to the plate.
Casey Cook.
Sophomore in a big spot right here. Team down by 2, 2 runners aboard. First pitch a ball. Cook with 20 hits on the year. Only 1 extra base hit. That was a triple. This ball hit down the line. It's going to be fair. That'll bring in 1. And the Cougars get within 1 run on a RBI single by Casey Cook. So Averett within 1 run. And we're going to see a pinch hitter coming on. It'll be Bree Harris. Pinch hitting for Mallory Griffiths. Harris, a sophomore, has 6 hits on the year, including a double, 3 runs batted in. Started 20 of 27 games she's played in coming into today. First pitch high. Taylor Jackson laboring here. Been a long day for her in the circle, but she has the comfort of knowing she is 1 out away from sending her team on. And a swing and a miss by Harris for strike one. Off-speed pitch catches Harris off guard, and she is down 1-2 in the count. Cougars down to their last strike. Off-speed pitch just missed the outside corner. 2-2 the count. That pitch misses outside, trying to get Harris to chase, and full count now. Payoff pitch. And Harris draws a walk, and the bases are loaded.
Now batting for the Cougars, number 20, Essence Pulliam.
And it comes down to this. Essence Pulliam at the plate, bases loaded, 2 outs. Cougars down 6-5 here in the bottom of the 7th inning of an elimination game. First pitch inside for a strike. That pitch in the dirt for ball 1. Jackson up to 164 pitches today. Ball popped up, will get out of play. And the Cougars now again down to their last strike. One, 2 the count. Outside pitch, ball 2. Two-two pitch. Little dribbler over to Allsbrook. She makes the tag at first, and Meredith holds on for a 6-5 victory. And the tournament run ends for Averett. But Meredith advances, and they will play the winner of Piedmont Covenant coming up at 2 p.m. today right here in LaGrange, Georgia at the Shuford Softball Complex. So Taylor Jackson, with an outstanding effort in the circle today, gets her 15th win of the year as Meredith improves to 25-14 on the season. Cougars drop to 19-22. And season not over for Averett. They do have a couple non-conference series scheduled for this coming week. But that'll be it for us here, live from LaGrange, Georgia, at the Shuford Softball Complex. Thanks for tuning in to the 2018 USA South Athletic Conference Softball Tournament, as Meredith holds off Averett 6-5 in an elimination game. Be sure to check out all the latest news from the USA South at usasouth.net, or follow the USA South on social media at USA_South. For everybody here, thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you next time.